Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a very exciting interview with Phil and Ben from a band called the Uma. So if you want to see what we chatted about, just carry on watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm joined with Phil and Ben from Uma. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. So to begin with, do you want to tell everyone a bit about yourselves?
Go on, Ben, you go first, you handsome devil.
I don't know what you want to know. There's a lot.
You were made in a Machine Gun Kelly cloning machine.
Oh, yeah, everyone says I look like Machine Gun Kelly.
I see the resemblance, I do.
I mean, when my hair was blonde, I could see it, but not now. I got my hair's back to being brown now, so yeah. I don't know. I'm the bassist in the Uma. I love writing music. Yeah. What else do you want to know?
So I'm Phil. I sing in the Uma. I'm the one that's normally seen on stage in tight leather trousers, rocking a mullet and massive pouty lips. Yeah, I'm the singer, and obviously I'm probably the most high maintenance one at times. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it.
Okay, so for someone, a lot of people viewing my channel probably will never heard of you guys before because you're quite like a newish band, aren't you? So for someone who's never listened to your music before, how would you describe like your sound to someone?
I guess just kind of like the thing is with us, right? We just when we're writing stuff, because we're also influenced by different things so heavily, like there's no kind of set rules. Like, there's a lot of bands out there who, there might be a band out there that absolutely love, I don't know, let's just say Oasis, for example. So they write everything because they're inspired by Oasis. But because we're so influenced by different things, like I'm really into like my 80s stuff, my classic rock. Ben's into his metal and stuff like that, and Dan's kind of into like 1975 and stuff like that. I mean, we still all love the same stuff, but I think when it comes to writing stuff, we've all just kind of just go with it. So in relation to an actual genre, I don't think we could say we have one really, could we, bro? Like, if you were to keep it kind of basic for people, you'd probably say, oh, pop rock, but there's elements of everything in there. There's elements of like classic rock. There's elements of current, commercial kind of stuff. There's no kind of, even in the studio, which is obviously where Ben and Dan's kind of really shine as well, is that like they know their sounds and stuff like that, and elements of different music and different bits. So it's a bit like a cocktail of everything, really, I suppose. When you say, Ben, like cocktail stuff.
Couldn't have said it better, yeah.
Well, that's what you want. You don't want to limit yourself to just one genre, do you? You want to appeal to everyone, don't you? So that's perfect, isn't it?
We like listening to all genres as well, so why not make
Yeah, exactly.
Like I like dance music, house, rock, everything. And I think
it's like what Bring Me have done, isn't it? Bring Me just write what, for example, Bring Me just write whatever they want. That's why they've been so successful, because every album they've just done what they want to do. Because I do think there is a shelf life on a band. If you'll always have that fan base that love what you do, and there's going to be bands that have a dedicated fan base, and every album they put out, regardless, they're going to go for it and be like, this is my new favorite album. But I think for us, even though we're kind of focused on the rock world, we kind of focus on the commercial world as well. We need to try and be as relevant as we can. So if we can change it up every time, and I think as well, for when tours start again, when we start touring, we can look at our set list now. We can go, right, what songs are going to work tonight with this crowd? So like, say we were playing with a pop punk band, say we're back out with Waster, right? What songs are going to work with this crowd? Or say we supported Palais or something, what songs are going to work with this? Like, I think we're in a position where we are at that point now that we can cater to whoever we're playing with. So I think that's really important.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually going to get onto the Wasted tour next. So you guys started out in like 2019 and you went on the Wasted tour. How did that come about?
Well, really,
Worst time to start a band, can I say? Right before a pandemic, a new band. Because that's how you gain fans, isn't it? Like we gained a lot of great fans from that tour, but trying to gain new ones without touring it, so it's difficult.
Yeah, that tour was a real godsend because me and Ben were ready to launch for ages. We were like, right, let's get this band out there and stuff. Dan is like, he's a proper perfectionist, which is great because obviously you need a balance in a band. And he was like, I just don't think we're ready. And me and Ben are like two Labradors outside with a ball. We're like, yeah, come on, let's do it. And then one night, I had Alex. So we're all friends of Waster, and Alex was around at my house, and we were just outside, fire on, and he went, hey up la, put on some new la. And I was like, all right, okay. So I stuck on some of our tunes, and he was just like, we'd had a few beers, and he just went, right, mate, you're coming on tour with us. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you're coming on the fucking tour. I'm not having no of an answer. I was like, oh, I don't know if Dan will go for it, man. He went, leave Dan to me. I'll speak to fucking Dan. You guys are coming on tour with us. So we continued our night. And the next morning, I got like a WhatsApp group, and he was just like, it's going to fucking happen. So at that point, we were in talks with our management and stuff, because it wasn't really official as yet, was it, Ben, with our management? It was kind of a bit like, okay, I like you guys, but have you guys got anything coming up that we can commit to? And then as soon as we're like, we've kind of got a tour, and it all got confirmed, and everything was just like a snowball effect. It was just like tour, then we got the single sorted, and it was just like, and then our manager Brittany was like, I'm coming over from LA, and we're like, oh, this is also real, what's going on? And then next thing we know, this completely unknown band, it was just three best mates from the tiniest little horrible place in the West Midlands, fucking on this tour, which sold out. The whole tour sold out, minus like, I think it was like one date that didn't sell out. So every night we were finishing our set to a full room, and it was rad. It was great, wasn't it? But the only thing about our tour that wasn't great was the illness at the end. We all got really
Oh, did you all get really ill?
There is conspiracy theories saying we all got COVID. We had COVID already, but I don't know how true that is.
Well,
it was here in November. No,
well, you never know, do you?
If it was here in November, because I remember we finished the tour, because the last day of the tour, Sammy from Waster was really ill. So the last 2 dates were like, we all need to pitch in now. Who wants to sing on the Waster tracks? And then I was just like, I'll do that. So like, Phil, you can do Identity Crisis. It's the last song. I was like, okay, I'll do that. So we did it in, was it Edinburgh? Edinburgh we did it because Sammy was really ill, but I was starting to get ill that night. Ben was so ill in Edinburgh.
I was just like this at soundcheck, look. I was dead.
Honestly, he was so ill. He was just like
shaking,
the A-lister, hood up, just like like, and I was like, oh, we'd be all right, man. We'd just play through it. We played the show. It was great. And then we decided it was a good idea to go out in Edinburgh.
I don't know how we did that, being so ill. Like, I think we just drank through it.
I was so ill, man. But as the night rolled on, we had to walk up these stairs, right? These stairs in Edinburgh. And
I got the video.
Have you got the video? Literally the biggest fucking staircase I've ever seen, Katie, mate. Like, it was like Harry Potter meets Game of Thrones meets fucking Bear Grylls. And my chest starts to really hurt. And I'm walking up this hill and I'm literally retching. I can't even get to the top. These guys are all fucking drunk and they're like, they're sound. I'm just like, oh God, do it. And I'm like, proper heaving. Ben's got it on video, which you're probably going to see in a second. No.
I'll try and send it you after.
I can't, bro. The Wasted tour was amazing, but we all got COVID-19.
What would you say your favourite venue was to play? Or the favourite venue you've ever played?
Mate, tell Katie about Chester. Phil was like dad mode and Chester.
That was my worst venue of the tour. Touch on the best venue of the tour first. For me, the best venue had to be Coventry was the best. Chester probably the best for you because you probably couldn't see it properly.
Yeah, Cardiff was good as well.
Cardiff was off the chain, man.
Yeah. It's nice when a crowd will jump and dance to your music, even though you're new and they don't know who you are.
Yeah, there's nothing worse when you're like at a gig and like the support artists come on and everyone's just got faces like you have to show them a bit of like love and support, don't you?
Mate, there's a picture from when we played Edinburgh, and I've almost posted it so many times, Ben, but I just can't do it. We're on stage, and people are having it because I went into the crowd and stuff like that. And there's a girl, she's literally like this the whole set. And they're really good live pictures. And I'm going to put that picture up, but she just ruins it. So I'm
literally blur her face out.
I'm going to TikTok it, and I'm going to look, whoever came, if this is you and you came to our show in 2019, I am sorry for ruining your life. And that is going to happen. And I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. But if this girl happens to be a fan of yours, Kate, and she's going to watch this, and she might not even know, she might just recognize these two handsome devils and go, I think I've seen them before. She's going to know. But she ruined all the live pictures.
That's funny. Okay, getting on to topic, new single, Bring Me Down. It's got quite an important meaning behind it, doesn't it? Do you want to go into talk a bit about that?
Yeah. Where it's about mental health, essentially. I think I can speak for the entirety of this band. We say, we've all had our moments where we've been in a dark place, no matter what that may have been. I think, again, that spreads out to, I think, whoever listens to it. I think I don't think there are many people on this planet that can say, I've never had a bad day. And I think when we wrote it, it was just purely about getting through the crap. And when we took it into the studio, it really, with everything added onto it, because it started off as a piano piece, just a ballad really, and then we took it in, we reimaginated it really, and it's about getting through it and being in a shit time. I think it speaks volumes to a lot of people, and I think that's why I'm so passionate about getting that song out there really, because it's important, because I think especially now during lockdown 3, people are struggling, and there are people who won't talk about it. And I think that's fine. If you don't want to talk about it or you can't talk about it, that's great. That's your coping mechanism. But I think even if this song can speak to you and help you get through and make you realize that you're okay, yeah, I think it's important. Yeah, I mean, could you touch any more on that, Ben? Do you think mental health wise, isn't it really? It's just
exactly what you said. If we can help someone with a song, that's amazing.
Yeah, because a lot of people do use music as their escape, don't they? So
it's a huge, I think when we write in general, I mean, we try not to write everything about, relationships. I know relationships are the most relatable thing when it comes to music, and let's be honest, I think some of my favorite songs are love songs, and but this just felt different when we wrote it. It just felt a bit different, and it felt a bit like we need to hit this from a different angle. And then with the instrumentation and stuff, and everything being a bit heavier, like the bass and the guitar and stuff. And our producer, who's amazing, our producer's Jack from the band Fickle Friends, and we've got this really good chemistry. And he kind of knew where to go. Well, he knows where to go with all our songs when we're working together. And I think we all kind of knew, didn't we, Ben, that this was going to be a different one, really. We knew this was going to speak volumes. It's not just a bop. It's I think it's got a lot of meaning behind it. I mean, all our songs do. It'd be fraud to say they don't, but this one just, there's just something special about this song.
Yeah. So at the start, you are about how you've all got different influences. What artists would you say your biggest influences, for each of you?
Go for it, Benjamin.
When we're writing?
Yeah, just in general, who would you say your biggest inspiration is?
I take inspiration. it's hard to say because I take bits from like Disclosure, that sort of vibe, like dancey stuff. But then I love Avenged Sevenfold, for instance. I've loved them since I was a kid.
Oh,
And that's what like made me want to learn guitar and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, there's too many. Like, yeah, there's too many for me. I couldn't just say 3.
Yeah, it's hard to just pinpoint one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, for me, yeah, it's hard, isn't it? That's hard. I mean,
vocals are influenced by like, 80s rock, aren't they?
Yeah, like I think listen to our music. I mean, I like to think that I can put like, because I've got this part of my voice which is quite poppy. We use pops. Like Ben will say, "Oh, dude, use your pop voice for that bit," or belt that bit, whatever.
How you
I think Steven Tyler's probably mine. Steven Tyler.
He's amazing live as well, isn't he?
God, so good, so good. Yeah, Steven Tyler's probably my go-to, and Ozzy.
Oh yeah.
But then again, I used to listen to a lot of. I was driving home from work yesterday, and I was listening to Backstreet Boys. So I dabble all over the place, really. But you know, but I think
Phil's driving. It's a very random playlist.
yeah.
Mine's exactly the same. I can go from listening to like Slipknot to listening to Hannah Montana. So right.
Sing along to the best, though, aren't they? They pass the time, don't they, Phil?
Yeah, man, we're right. All good road trips, bro.
Yeah.
So when gigs can happen again, if you could open for any artist, who would you love to open for?
Ooh. Any artist? God, I think for me, if I was looking at it from a point of really getting ourselves out there right now, like open up for like MGK or Youngblood or someone really hype right now.
Because they're gonna sell a show. It's gonna be a big venue.
Steal.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, someone like
that. I listen to him as well, so it'd be awesome to play with them.
Yeah, they've absolutely blown up. I mean, they were already big, but this last year especially, I feel like Youngblood and MGK have just blown up, like especially thanks like TikTok and stuff as well.
Yeah. Well, Youngblood just smashes it on social media, doesn't he? He did his live shows and stuff on YouTube.
He kills it. Everything he does, he kills it. And I think I've got a lot of time for him, to be honest. Like I met him briefly in Reading at Reading Festival in 2019, and like I think there's kind of two sides to him. Like when he first came off stage, he just walked past me and he gave me the Youngblood you see. Like, yeah, fucking metal. I was a bit like, whoa, this guy's amazing, great. And then we literally had like a chat at the bar, the guest bar, and he's just a really nice guy, and he knows his craft, like. So, yeah, I'd say I appreciate him, but I think if another person I could be for, I would love to support Palais.
Yeah.
Tough Hint World. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I absolutely love Palais. You know that, like one of my favorite bands. So yeah, they're amazing live, aren't they? I mean, like Remington.
Well, we were at the show. You were at that we didn't know.
No, how weird.
Now we know each other.
Oh, really?
I know. Yeah, Manchester.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah. But yeah, he just like jumps off everything, doesn't he? And hangs from like the balconies, and I don't know how he hasn't died yet, to be honest.
I know. I don't think the boots I wear on stage would allow me to do that.
Well, that's why they couldn't play Glasgow in the end, wasn't it? Because they said he was too a danger to the crowd or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right, another tough question for you all, but I thought it was quite fun. If you could only listen to 5 albums for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Oh, gotta get the phone out here now because I need to look through the old tunes now.
It's a tough one.
What have you done to me? Okay. Right. Ben, do you know off the top of your head, or are you doing the same as me?
I'm doing the same. Well, off the top of my head, it'd be City of Evil by Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, Backcountry, one of the best songs in the world. I don't know.
Katie, just refuse to answer.
The hard questions, like, yeah, right. I'll put it on the spot now. For me, No More Tears, Ozzy Osbourne's album from '91. That album's just, it's just genius. It's kind of his big one, really. It's that. Probably Dr. Feelgood, Motley Crue, because that's a fantastic album. I did a thing about favorite albums not long ago, and now I'm changing them because it's the hardest thing in the world.
I think a recent one would be like the Bring Me the Horizon Ammo album. I think
that's amazing. Yeah, such a good album.
Like such good production and everything.
That gets a lot of hate as well from all the fans. I don't understand why, because it is such a good album.
Like I've liked him since Chelsea Smile. I went to watch him when I was 15 and grew up with him essentially. I just think they progress. Like that's what they do. They change the sound, they progress, and they write what they want. I mean,
but then if you go around saying if you like Ammo, people are like, oh, you're just a new fan, you don't like their old stuff. You're like the people who like everything, like
oh yeah, Pray for Plagues, man.
Like,
and Raw.
Yeah, I mean that tune.
That first it's a bit of a side topic, right? But that first Bring Me EP, I can't listen to it anymore because I got mugged when I was young and I was listening to it.
Oh my god, you're joking.
I haven't told you this story, Ben.
No.
I was walking across so we're in Telford, there's a big bridge to the train station. And I was working, it's when me and Dan first met, it was years ago, working at Build-A-Bear Workshop, represent. And I was walking across the bridge with the headphones in and Raw just come on. I was just like walking. And then all of a sudden, the bridge used to be really like red and flimsy, didn't it, Ben? Like proper crap.
Dodgy little place.
Yeah, really dodgy. And then all of a sudden, the bridge just started vibrating. I was like, what? I was like, oh yeah, it's just me, big fringe, listening, not thinking about it. And then I just got mugged by like 10 guys.
Oh my God.
So I've not revisited that EP for a long time.
I don't blame you. Oh God.
But yeah, that was a scary time. But
does that song remind you of that now?
Yeah. Whenever I hear that song, I was like, oh, I remember just getting my head battered.
Oh my God, that's awful. That's fresh. I want to listen to it. Yeah, it's a great EP.
It was worth the pain.
Right, when gigs can happen again, hopefully, I'm hoping for the end of this year, but you never know. What song are you most excited to play live?
I love Bring Me Down. It's like such a fun song to play. There's a lot of energy in that.
Yeah, Bring Me Down would be fun. I'm looking forward to playing DOA because we've not actually done that live yet. So
that'll be a good one.
That one. Yeah, that DOA for me. But then again, all of it, I just want to get on stage and play again. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. And like we saw each other all the time. And like, you know, it's just you just want to just scream.
No. They just feel like such a distant memories now. Like I'm getting all my memories from like a year ago of all the gigs I went to in February last year. I'm just like, you can't even imagine being in a crowd of people, right? Like it just feels so strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, it breaks my heart, mate. It breaks my heart.
I know. That's what I miss the most. Like I don't care about holidays and stuff. I just want to go to a gig.
You're right.
Back in a field, man. Back in a field.
Download.
Oh, mate, Reading.
Download's the friendliest people ever.
Yeah.
Oh, Download's a great festival.
You can't beat the atmosphere at Downloads. Like I've been to Leeds and I've been to like local festivals and stuff, but Download just hits different, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if I think back to Reading, was the last festival we went to. Was it Reading? Yeah, it was. We couldn't be asked. You are.
2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, we couldn't be asked for the crowds because it was just the vibe's different. Like it's still a great festival. So we just chilled in the Vans area, didn't we? Just chilled there for most of it. But Download, you can just, like you say, everyone's just on the vibe. You know what I mean? Everyone's just cool. Yeah, that Download's. Oh, fucking love Download.
I think it's because everyone has the love for that same type of music. Where at Leeds and Reading and stuff, they try and have a mixture of all different types of music, and then you've got a lot of people who are in, say, the tent waiting for the artist after you, and they're just very like negative, aren't they, towards the band you're wanting to go see?
Yeah,
that's what I've found anyway.
Yeah, it's very true. That's the thing in it. Everyone's out to just see what they want to see, and Download. Everyone's out with that same vibe, you know.
Yeah. So last question, if you could have any artist, dead or alive, feature on one of your songs, who would it be?
Ooh. Ooh. Dead or alive? I'm gonna have to go straight up and say Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
I don't know how he'd fit on an Uma song, but we'd make it work. So, Steve, call us, mate.
Mm.
What about you, Benjamin?
I'm just thinking like, I don't know, say like more relevant to now, just help us blow up. So I'd say MGK. I think he'd do something cool on that song.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh,
sick.
yeah,
That'd be amazing. And imagine like people you could get out to
Yeah.
with having him featured on your song.
Ben's answer makes more sense.
More logistical.
So anyway, thank you very much for coming on to my channel and
Thanks for
talking
having us,
to you.
Joel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
thanks
good.
for having us.
Well, thank you very much. See ya.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
Bye.
So that was the end of the interview. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you again next week for another video. Bye. Love you.